Back on deck. You already know another Saturday. Back talk with Cripple3030. You got me, Cripple3030 on deck. You got my sexy co-host Nicole.
Yep.
All right. Before we go into the show, want to go into remind everybody about the petition we got going on. We trying to I started a petition directed to all the lawmakers so that we could get drug convictions sealed from the views of possible employers when they do background checks. The idea of it is that we, as being ex-convicts, we have already a lot of barricades and barriers for us to come back into the work life, get back into the workforce. So this is another barrier that we shouldn't have to go be faced against when we're trying to get a job and get back into the legit lifestyle. So we're trying to get it sealed so that way they won't see it. It doesn't mean that it would disappear. It doesn't mean that they would erase it, nothing like that. It just means that if they do a background check, they won't be able to see it. If you want to sign the petition, all you got to do is join my Facebook group for Fam Life. PHAM stands for Pure Hearted Motivation Life, and we constantly post the link there. We also started an event called Online Petition to seal drug convictions. That's actually just to give the link out and to get people enticed to start signing it. The more people we get it signed, the better the chances that we have so that we could, stop, get the convicts from, back into the workforce and start doing legit things, On the way over here, my wife thought the cab driver was flirting with me.
I didn't think shit.
Yeah.
She was.
She thought
had a nice intellectual conversation knowing that I had my headphones on with my husband.
Because we was just talking about stuff that happens in real life. You know what I'm saying? And it was a legit conversation. There was nothing flirty about it. But yeah, she says it was flirting. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up getting a $1 discount on the cab.
See, look.
But it was only because she didn't have change.
You know what? I ain't making you lunch for like a month now.
But I'm gonna tell you this, right? A lot of women they would sit there and say, "There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just using what I got to get what I need." So I use the same phrase and I get smacked in the back of the head. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of thing is that?
Ain't now you ain't getting no fucking lunch for like a month.
That's
I
not
ain't
fair.
making shit.
But it's not fair.
Fuck that.
So we already know that it's not fair in my household, as you can see, because the women rule, and then the men just supposed to follow along.
Jose.
What?
You want to have lunch like the next month?
Yeah. But you're already gonna get that because
I ain't giving you
not
shit.
fair what you're saying.
I ain't giving you shit. Fuck that. She was flirting with you. She had fucking like the whole 20-minute cab right here. She had conversation with you. And the only time she fucking acknowledged the fact that I was there was when the bitch asked us if we wanted a bottle of water that we already had in our fucking hand.
Well, the idea was that she was actually trying to talk to you, and you closed your eyes on her and then went to sleep. So
What the
she
fuck?
won't talk
I
to
didn't
you.
need to hear her. She gets paid. She's a fucking help.
She was trying to converse with you because you were a client, you were a customer, just like me. The only thing is that you went to sleep, and I would just continue to talk. That was what it was. If you would have continued to talk, then she would have been talking to you. Are you gonna call that flirting? All right. See, why you looking at me with the evil eye? But besides that,
Already needs some help.
no, the help
He
is,
needs some help.
besides that, we went yesterday to the Rough Rider concert, right? The Rough Rider reunion. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, it was good, right?
Yeah, I had a good time.
There was a lot of negative points about it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
like some bad reviews.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna review it right here. Why not? Let's review it. You know why? Because I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I never held my tongue for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna review it. The point is that the openers was garbage. The two performing artists that they
Well,
started,
those are always the
it was
ones that
straight
nobody
garbage.
knows, and they tried. They tried to do their thing. Just like some people didn't know who the fuck you were at one time, and okay.
I understand.
They tried.
I understand that maybe Rough Riders, they or the event organizers were so thirsty for money that they gave it up to the first person that gave up $1,000 or whatever it was for them to have that slot, and then didn't even watch them perform. You know what I'm saying? Are they talking about me? What they saying about me, man?
See, we telling the truth.
What?
How
What they talking about?
she was acting on the cat.
No, man, we ain't. Nah, that's not. That's wrong. That's wrong. Yo, you my Facebook friend. You supposed to be riding with me.
Word?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
who's married?
What?
Huh?
That's my Facebook friend. I said.
Okay.
That's my Facebook friend. But the point is, anyway, I'm saying the truth. She was not flirting. You know what I'm saying? But
and then there was somebody on Facebook, because I said, yeah, this bitch doesn't like my husband or whatever. They were like, well, if she was Dominican or something like that. Yeah, she was.
All right. Well,
but
we're
anyway,
not gonna get
back
into
to
that.
last night.
But the whole point is that I guess the event organizers was thirsty for money, so they gave up the opening slot. They gave up the opening slot to the first person that gave up whatever money they was looking for. Didn't even watch them perform, I guess, because that shit was garbage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was so garbage that everybody was already talking about it. Damn, should I leave? You know what I'm saying? I know I paid $400 for my ticket, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, but I'm about to fucking leave. That this shit's whack. You know what I'm saying? But after that, so they kept like taking mad intermission.
Yeah. They prolonged a bullshit ass concert. They prolonged and procrastinated a bullshit ass concert. The main event was the worst part.
Yo, that is. But we didn't even get to that yet.
But like.
But wait, he kept his shit for last, so we keep our shit for last when we talk about it.
I've never. Okay.
Right.
Go ahead.
We be doing shit in order here. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So the two openers, I mean, unfortunately, they were garbage. You know what I'm saying? They could have picked somebody better. You had a lot of other people out there that would have benefited a lot more, and they had some fire. Like we had some fire up on this show. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to put some openers, we had some for y'all.
They had some dance moves when it came to the other people rhyming and throwing their bars, but other than that, their bars kind of sucked ass.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They was just garbage. Like nobody was responding.
Because
like
nobody knew who the fuck they was.
But that wasn't even the issue, because if you come out with fire, people respond.
Okay, bypass the opener.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. Who was the first performer?
But if you wanted fire, you know what I'm saying? If y'all listening to me and y'all the event organizers for that concert, we had some fire right up here on the show. You know what I'm saying? We could send you right to 16 bars of real rap. They got a whole bunch of fire, nothing but fire artists. Y'all gotta put them to start up, to open up.
It's not like.
You know what I'm saying? And
them people don't know who Gilly is.
Yeah, right? Because Gilly, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gilly TV. Shout out to Gilly Delgado on Facebook. Gilly? 16 bars of real rap. BX Live. You know what I'm saying? He used to be, you know what I'm saying, DMX's road manager. So if they really needed some fire, all they had to do was link up with Gilly. They'll send me some fire artists down here, and they would have sent. He have like a whole bunch to pick from. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Julio Clips. Shout out to Mickey Monday. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to True Heat. You know what I'm saying? We show love up here. You know what I'm saying? We show love, but we say the truth. You know what I'm saying? And saying the truth, the people that had opening up at that concert, they need to drop the mic and step on it, because they bugged the fuck out. That shit was garbage. Garbage times 3. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it moving, right? We're keeping it moving. The intermissions suck. You know what I'm saying? The DJ suck, because the nigga, he don't even know how to keep music pumping. How are you gonna be a DJ? You don't even know how to keep music pumping. You know what I'm saying? The biggest highlight, you know what I'm saying, for the DJ part was when Kid Capri came up there and blessed them with a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? And everybody thought that it was gonna be popping after that.
Yeah, it was only like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then Kid Capri disappeared. You know what I'm saying? They was like, okay, well, Kid Capri's coming on, so now this is really going to turn into a show. And then he disappeared, and they left that garbage-ass DJ up there. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. So now...
He was the DJ and the hype man.
He was the DJ and the hype man. And he was actually singing the chorus in the background for everybody, for every performer.
I know, I was saying
that. Yeah, so that means, like, what the hell are you doing? Like, sit down and DJ, or get people hyped after the performers perform. You know what I'm saying? Or, don't sing their chorus. That shit don't make no sense. That's what the performer's there for. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that's what they was there for. Anyway, maybe I don't know no better. I don't know. Maybe DJs do that every show. Not sure. But I know that it doesn't make sense to me. The performer's there to perform. Let him perform. You know what I'm saying? Or her perform. You know, seriously, Swiss Beats turned it up.
Yeah.
Swiss Beats did his thing.
Yeah.
Dragon got everybody hyped because he was the first one up. He got everybody hyped. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. He got everybody hyped. You know what I'm saying? That's what got people jumping up off their chairs, and they was really getting into the show. Now they was like, yeah, now it's gonna be a show. But again, it kept getting turned off because of all the damn intermissions. Because between every performance, they want to take a half an hour to an hour just playing music. You know what I'm saying? We ain't come here for music.
Yo, deadass. It was very prolonged. But Swiss brought out a lot of people.
Swiss Beats did his thing. He turned it around.
Swiss had
Dragon
took over the show better than DMX did.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He got a better response. But we not talking about X yet. We gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? And believe me, we got our bodyguards outside, so you can't don't send your gunners at us because we talking about X. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna keep it real. Up here we keep it funky. You know what I'm saying? We don't hold
and
no
I got
tongue
some
shit.
behind the scenes people that if anybody in that crew want to come see me the correct way, because I know the people that you know.
Yo, but we got it. Don't worry about it. Listen, the whole point is that Dragon got everybody hyped. The intermissions fucked everything up. Niggas was sitting down already like, okay, well, damn. That was the only part of the show. Is he the only one going to come perform?
The midget DJ Khaled.
That was DJ Khaled?
No, it wasn't.
Who was that?
I don't know, but it was not him.
All right. Well, I don't know. I don't know about imposters and all that. They saying that there was a person, imposter, and DJ Khaled up there.
He looked just like him.
Sure. But we're not going to talk about him because he said he was fighting cancer. You know what I'm saying? He said he was fighting cancer.
Yeah, but he was. But
we're not gonna talk about him bad about him.
He was better than DMX.
Yeah, listen, everybody was better than DMX, straight like that. But we're not there yet. I told you we're gonna leave that for last, like he left his performance for last.
It took the whole entire show to get that nigga to come out.
What I'm trying to say is, when Swiss Beats went up there, he turned the shit all around. You know what I'm saying? He turned it up. He got the crowd hype. He was like the best MC. He moved the crowd. That's what MCs do. They move the crowd. The nigga moved the crowd. Then on top of that, he introduced the Bronx into there. He brought out Fat Joe. He brought out Remy Ma. He brought out French Montana. And then he brought out who you say is the imposter for. Who you say is the imposter for DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying? But he brought him out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but okay. So he brought him out, and then he turned it up. I ain't gonna lie. And Fat Joe killed it when he was like, "Yo, Remy, get him." Everybody already knew because everybody know about Sheetha. You know what I'm saying? Everybody could just picture like Nicki Minaj just holding her breath, like, "Please, don't kick it. Like, please don't do it to me, Remy."
You know them niggas from Queens is in there feeling some type of way.
Nicki Minaj was like, "Please don't do it to me, Remy, please." And for some reason, she did it a cappella. I heard some shit that it was about the beat. Ron Browns don't like that they use this beat or some shit like that. I don't know. But she kicked it on a cappella. And because that's not Nas's beat. That was Ron Brown's beat, I heard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not absolutely sure. This is what I heard. And then I heard that Ron Brown's made a beef about why they're using this beat. You know what I'm saying? For the Sheetha thing. You know what I'm saying? But she kicked it and she tore up Nicki Minaj again, which she repeatedly seems to do. Yo, Nicki, just stay on the floor. Because, like, you know, play that or something because they're going to keep hurting you. You know what I'm saying? She's going to keep hurting you. Like, don't do it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know how
play that.
Yeah, you know how you in a fight. Yeah, you know how you in a fight. You be like, yo, listen, just stay in the ground. That way they don't keep hurting you. That's what they gotta tell Nicki. Like, yo, your people's gotta tell you, Nicki, yo, stay on the ground, man. Remy's hurting you. Like, every time you get up, she keeps slamming you back down. Like, just chill. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know what I'm saying? When they came out, they killed it. I ain't gonna lie. Fat Joe killed it. Remy Ma killed it. You know what I'm saying? But again, the intermissions, man. They kept doing it. A half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, just playing straight music, doing nothing. They seem to have no control over their stage.
No.
Like they just
It took like an hour and a half to clear off the stage, only for DMX to come out. That was the excuse, though.
But the locks did their thing. Shout out to the locks, they did their thing. They did their thing, and I liked the fact that they kept control of the crowd. They actually brought out there and said, and they actually put it out there. They was like, yo, listen, if y'all feel like shooting, stabbing somebody, or whatever, leave that shit home. Do it another time, because right now it's all peace.
They brought out Junior Mafia.
They brought out Junior Mafia. So, you know, they brought up Brooklyn out there. They brought out Cassidy.
No.
Nah, Little Kim wasn't there.
All the guys, not Little Kim, though.
Little Kim wasn't there. She should have been there. That would have been.
They played like her verses, but that was it. Everybody else was there but her.
She should have been there though. That would have really been ill.
Oh, and then, yeah, like you said, Cassidy was there.
Yeah, Cassidy was there. Cassidy bust shots at Young M.A. You know what I'm saying? He said some shit. He said, yeah, you the only one that throw punches, but you still hit like a girl. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. And he just bust shots at Young M.A. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with their situation. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all, you know, hip-hop fanatics, maybe y'all can figure it out. Y'all can find out about it later.
And maybe if y'all know, y'all can call and let us know.
Yeah, y'all can call and let us know. 718-239-9200. We always willing to take your calls. You know what I'm saying? You can call in.
You can have a debate with Jose.
Yeah, you could bash us. You could bash us with the fact that why the hell we talking about the X like that? You know what I'm saying? DMX meaning, not BX. You know what I'm saying? But then at the end of the night, we waited about a good 2 hours intermission or some shit before DMX came on, right? Mm-hmm. And for some reason he came out and he kicked that blood red shit. Like that shit was trash.
Yeah.
That shit was trash. It sounded like an old timer trying to stay in the game. You know what I'm saying? You know, we understand that he's an icon. He did his thing. No lie. He did kick a
icon
lot of good
complaining
points.
About the stage, but he was so high that he couldn't even function.
They had no control of the stage. They stood in that intermission. They said that they was trying to get everybody off the stage so there'd be no distractions to DMX. But then he was more distracting to his bouncers or to his guards, the security guards, than anybody else. But the nigga was jumping into the crowds and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Jumping up on top of speakers.
Jumping on top of speakers and all of that. But honestly speaking, you know, it's his show.
How old is he? Like 55, 50?
I'm not even sure.
And he was trying to climb up on the speaker acting like he's 20.
Yeah,
it's a reunion tour. We understand that. But nigga, at least, you know, bust some good shit. Like, you sounded like you was fucked up. You've been doing drugs since you were 10. Your voice sounded like shit.
I don't like the fact that he didn't bring nobody else out.
His whole entire part, everybody cleared out. Like the arena cleared out during his part.
It was sad that everybody was involved with all the performances before his, and when his performance came out, that he kicked that blood red shit, that people started leaving. How the fuck did you pay so much money to see this man headlining? You know what I'm saying? And yet, that's when they started leaving the place. People started going home.
And we have floor seats. We have very nice seats.
Now, but we had even nicer seats after that because it was clearing out. So we had more elbow room. You know what I'm saying? It's like they started going home. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be a turnaround when he brought on the anthem. You know what I'm saying? The Rough Rider anthem. But
and then 2 minutes into it, they cut it off.
Okay.
Got a phone call?
Hello? You on Backtalk with Cripple3030? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. How you doing? You on Backtalk with Cripple3030?
Who is this?
This is Cripple3030.
Is there to Hope in there?
Who?
Dance with Hope.
You said Dance with Hope?
Dance with Hogan.
Dante Holden?
Yes.
Oh, he was. This is the radio station. He was on the show a few weeks ago, but he's not on the show today. But I
Oh,
appreciate you calling. Um, but how about I ask you a question since you're on the line? You okay with that?
yes,
All right. What's your belief on DMX? Do you think that he's still a good rapper or not?
yes.
All right, because you actually called in and while we was talking about we was giving a review about the Rough Rider reunion concert that went on at Barclays Center yesterday, and we was discussing of how DMX conducted his performance. So I figured since you called in during the time, why not I give you the question?
Okay, but do you have his real number?
Nah,
No, you're
nah,
live
I
on the
don't know.
air.
You live on air, and we don't have his number. Actually, but shouts out to Dante Holden. You know what I'm saying, and shouts out to the fact that that you're actually seeking him out.
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
Okay. Well, we get calls from all type of places, right? You know what I'm saying? But that's cool. Everybody can get involved. You know what I'm saying? Who- Okay. 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 So they was trying to get in touch with him. Oh, so they thought she would really get in touch with him. Oh, but that's what's up though. You know what I'm saying? She's seeking him out. As long as she don't come out to be a fan like Stan and Eminem in the Eminem song. You know what I'm saying? So, as long as she's a good fan, then it might turn out good. Right? She'd be the one to buy all his songs, to go to all his performances. You know
Or
what I'm
maybe
saying?
be your driver.
Go, but
Or maybe be your
that
driver.
ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? But now, like I said, they kept
Whenever
us
Jose
waiting.
takes off his hat and he starts scratching
All right,
his head,
stop giving
he
that.
feels under pressure.
Stop giving out secret information. That's secret information. But are you gonna be able to call?
What?
Because we actually got an artist on his way. He was trying to get in touch with me. That
Okay.
was sweet.
So
So
go to commercial and
I
we
can't
can
do that.
settle that.
And then I gotta break that.
Okay.
All right. But can we go to commercial? I want to kick. I want. Oh yeah, that was for us.
No.
Oh. Yeah, but we're gonna go to a break. We're gonna give you a song from Streets. You know what I'm saying? Flystar Street. He's actually on his way to come. We're gonna get in touch with him to see if we can bring him on so he can do the interview. And he's gonna hit you with a little performance. We're gonna hit you with a song from one of his mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? You gonna throw that up there for me, Oren? All right, throw that up there for me, please.
I only listen to good music. That's my shit.
Purchase your tracks today.
All right.
The Kid Frankie.
Yeah. I'm not hard to find. I be posted right with the stove at. 150, they all in my pocket, you know that. 40 on my way, try to take what's mine, I blow that. 30 in the clip, motherfucker, bet you can get all that. Get all that. You can get all that. All that. You can get all that. All that. You can get all that. All that, and more scrap. I'm in a new lane, my nigga. Ball like John Flu game, my nigga. With a little cute thing, my nigga. Fast watch now, feel like 2 Chainz, my nigga. Who changed my nigga? Starting to feel like you changed my nigga. On fair probation, but I still load up and shoot thing, my nigga. I'm not hard to find, I be posted up right with the stove at. Fast taking flickers, I'm black, I me feeling like Kodak. Nigga threw 2 at me, so I came back and I threw like 4 back. You ain't with that, I bother you niggas to fall back. My niggas is with me, you heard about us, shit, you know that we shooters. Whole lot of guns, but most of us move with 40s and Rugers. We never chill, so when we do pop, don't act like you knew us. We tough in real life, and you niggas is only tough with computers. I'm not hard to find, I be posted up right with the stove at. 150, they all in my pocket, you know that. 40 on my way, try to take what's mine, I blow that. 30 in the clip, motherfucker, bet you can get all that. Get all that. You can get all that. all that. You can get all that. All that. You can get all that. All that and more scrap. You can get all that and more, nigga. I'm not hard to find, I be posted up right by the store, nigga. On my hip is the grip on the strip with a package of raw, nigga. Ain't shit on the arm, pay the price, you gon' get what you bought, nigga. Like right through your after these slugs in the back, cause you niggas be frontin'. Not with the talk and skip the discussion, come till we bust. You ain't defending no access for shit, you ain't getting nothing. You been with the shits, we know the do hits, you niggas is bonding. 150, they all in my pockets with perks in the sour. My homies is with me, they tipsy and grippy and looking for cowards. From New York City, wherever the click be, we treated like ours. And most of the chicken off hot water whipping made rocks out of powder. I'm not hard to find, I be posted up right where the stove at. 150, they all in my pocket, you know that. 40 on my way, try to take what's mine, I blow that. Sturdy in the clip, motherfucker, bet you can get all that. Get all that. You can get all that. All that. You can get all that. All that. You can get all that. All that and more scrap.
Radio Vision Live, where the outside and independent artist gets to shine.
All right, check it out. We back from our commercial. I just got in touch with our artist. You may know him. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're from the Bronx, South Bronx, you can't miss him. Flystar Street. I was out on the phone with him. You know what I'm saying? He's on his way. He's actually, you know what I'm saying, in the process of getting in touch with his ride so he can come through. He gonna come hit you with some music. We just had a song from him right now from one of his mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? So you already know the nigga got fire. But you see what I'm saying? That we got people with fire. If they wanted it for that concert, we had it for you. All you have to do, yo, Backtalk, yo, DSN, you got fire for me? We would send you like thousands of artists over there. Y'all could perform, you know what I'm saying, in your concert easily. But what be happening is that these concerts be trying to rape people, you know what I'm saying, with their money.
Echo's watching.
Shout out to DJ Echo. Good looking out for, you know what I'm saying, for the great engineering and the My Song listening event. You know what I'm saying, the other day. You know what I'm saying, shout out to that. You know what I'm saying, you did your thing, boy. You know what I'm saying, shout out to My Song. Actually, My Song was over there in the concert too. He was on stage.
We seen him last night.
He was on stage and DMX shouted him out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so they shouted him out. So now, but the whole thing is that DMX, don't get me wrong, DMX is still an icon. I give him that. He holds the power. That nigga could have turned up the whole stadium if he wanted to.
Yeah, somebody said that that DMX will never fall off. He might. Yo, he sounded like the worst artist ever. Serious. He literally almost fell off the stage instead of anything else.
Yeah. So now, before anything though, right? What we got going on right now, right? Is the first guest we're gonna have is somebody that actually did time with me. You know what I'm saying? As you all know, the platform for the show is the shout out DJ Echo. You actually didn't miss nothing that was that bad. But as you all know, the platform for the show is related to people in prison. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's holding down people in prison. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who did time. You know what I'm saying? You know, so what I like to do is I like to bring in people that actually was in prison before. You know what I'm saying? So they could give you the rundown of what really goes on in it. Because you can't believe, you know what I'm saying, what goes on in the Daily News, New York Post, or nothing like that. Because what ends up happening is that they give you this whitewashed version of what happens in prison. They make prisoners look like all these major mass murderers, that they don't deserve nothing, that they should all die, you know what I'm saying, in their cells or whatever it is. And in all the reality, that's not the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Prisoners are people too. You know what I'm saying? If you look around you in society, if you walk around, you may actually be with somebody that actually did some time. You know what I'm saying? They just may not never have told you. You know what I'm saying? So what I like to do is I like to bring people up here who actually know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Who actually been through it. You know what I'm saying? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through a quick break. I want to throw up that video that I sent you. You know what I'm saying? It's a video by J Lavoe. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing with CrimeWave music. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I was also a spot in there. I was, you know what I'm saying, that was in the background.
Another opportunity that had you in the limelight. That's what it was.
Yeah, but he did his thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He did his thing. If you see the video is hot. We're gonna show you the video so you can rock it during the break. When you come back, we're gonna have my man little Stevo. Well, he's not little no more. You know what I'm saying? He's big Stevo now. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna be up here and he's gonna let you know what really goes on behind the walls. You know what I'm saying? So go to that break, Oren, please.
Yeah. You know we had to do the remix, right? Just couldn't be any remix. Yeah.
Romo, planta, yo ando con el triple de Atlanta. Con ella me gasto la plata, entre totos y tetas y tata. ¿Quién eres tú pa' juzgarme, nigga? No me hagas ir a buscarte, nigga. Hay chavo para ir a toparte, nigga. Bastante para ir a tocarte. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchules. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bullets. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchules. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bullets. Yo fui, le cambié el estilo, hice lo que quería hacer. Hoy lo mismo le digo a ustedes, hagan lo que quieran hacer, que nosotros estamos ready. Aquí también hay chavos y poder. Si quieren problemas en la calle los podemos resolver. Yo no tengo que hablar en silencio, como siempre me prefiero mover. De que valen palabras al momento que pase lo que deba suceder. Le sacamos la flema, ese no es mi problema si no logran entender que cuando yo digo nos rankeamos, eso quiere decir que nos fuimos a otro nivel. Romo, planta, yo ando con el triple de Atlanta. Con ella me gasto la plata, entre totos y tetas y tata. ¿Quién eres tú pa' juzgarme, nigga? No me hagas ir a buscarte, nigga. Hay chavos para ir a toparte, nigga. Bastante para ir a tocarte. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchules. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bullets. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchules. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bullets. La loba que como Shakira de noche se pone rabiosa. Viste moquinos y Balenciaga, es muy orgullosa. Tiene un combo de bandidas, se juntan y son peligrosas. Shit, tu gata es preciosa, las mías son malas y bullosas. Maravillosa, solo fuma de la color rosa. No la confunda con Chapi solamente porque ella sea caprichosa. Si estamos en el club, tequila dado por un patrón en la roca. Si alguien la provoca, ya entra nación con la yen en la boca. Yo con la corta en la bota, ella con el 22 en el brasier. Todo tranquilo, si pasa un problema no tengo que hablar, ella sabe qué hacer. Todo está en calma, se sabe mover. Ella va toda sin retroceder. Todo está bien si le toca correr. Ella me tira el cel, la paso a recoger. Nos fuimos pa' nunca volver. Nosotros no dejamos testigos que puedan reconocer. Y como les digo, si todavía tú no logras entender que cuando yo digo nos rankeamos, eso quiere decir que subimos nivel. Yeah. Romo, planta, yo ando con el triple de Atlanta. Con ella me gasto la plata, entre totos y tetas y tata. ¿Quién eres tú pa' juzgarme, nigga? No me hagas ir a buscarte, nigga. Hay chavos para ir a toparte, nigga. Bastante para ir a tocarte. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchules. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bullets. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchules. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bullets.
You know who it is, baby. You know what time it was. Shit, it's real right here. I double down on this one, take all bets. I don't think y'all wanna raise though. We here now. It's motherfucking CrimeWave music, baby. Pa' la mala y furiosa.
Listen to good music. That's my shit.
Just got her ass done. I got a whole lot of cash, you can have some. I'm just waiting for the bag come. My chick is good, I got a bad one. She just got her ass done. I got a whole lot of cash, you can have some. I'm just waiting for the bag come. My chick is good, I got a bad one. Of course she bougie, why waste your time? They'll talk to groupies. That's a fact, she sporting Gucci, we cooking up dope, so we bought the Uzi. She throw it back, so I throw a stack. I got the haters in the back, eating cheese, I don't know them rats. She throw it back, so I throw a stack. I got the haters in the back, eating cheese, I don't know them rats. I keep me a model chick, better believe she Henny bottle thick. I won't kill, she don't swallow it. Chase pussy, I don't follow it. She just got her ass done. I got a whole lot of cash, you can have some. I'm just waiting for the bag come. My chick is good, I got a bad one. She just got her ass done. I got a whole lot of cash, you can have some. I'm just waiting for the bag come. My chick is good, I got a bad one.
She just came back from DR. Whatever the doc did, got her ass on retard. Sitting there watching shorty squeeze up in them jeans. The middle of the night, I be sneaking in between. Fire red bone, Selena and Serena dick. Better than any chick I ever seen you with. Yo, chick went crazy when she seen her. Started thinking poker table when she seen the chick. Haters all shook up. Pockets looking stocky now. Probably wanna book us, reminding them of hockey now. Call these niggas Joe. These niggas looking sloppy now. My new addition to sing more than Bobby Brown. Prince shit. Show my ass when the bag come. Stunt hard like a nigga never had nothing. Have on my fake friends, press the mad button. My chick is good, I got a bad one.
She just got her ass done. I got a whole lot of cash, you can have some. I'm just waiting for the bag come. My chick is good, I got a bad one. She just got her ass done. I got a whole lot of cash, you can have some. I'm just waiting for the bag come.
DSN, The Matrix Studios Network.
All right. We're back from our break. You know what I'm saying? Just to let you know, that first video was by Lavoe, CrimeWave Music. Of course, you saw yours truly right in the video. I don't know if you seen Nicole in the background in a few shots. You know what I'm saying? So she was just camera shy, but you still caught her. You know what I'm saying? She was back there. You know what I'm saying? But he's doing this thing. Shout out to Lavoe. You know what I'm saying? You already know how we do, bro. Doing your thing, we're gonna do our thing. We're gonna do our thing together, get this paper, you heard?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Now after that we have Flystar Streets. That was another song from one of his mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Again, he's on his way. He should be coming up for an interview soon. And right now we got my comrade who used to be little Stevo. Now he's big Stevo, because you know what I'm saying, he's grown up. You know what I'm saying? We're not kids anymore. You know what I'm saying? What's good, Stevo?
Holla at me. You already know. You know, it's been a long time.
Definitely. We go way back to like 92, right?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, about at least 1992. Back in C-74, when they was treating adolescents like they was adults, right?
Yes, they was.
And they was beating our asses like we was
we was adults.
Like we was 40 years old, right?
Like we was their size.
Yeah, fighting with COs that was 50.
You remember,
35.
I went in there, I was 5'3", 110 pounds. So you can imagine. You
more.
can imagine what I'm dealing with when I went in there. 5'3", 110 pounds.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And that's
so they was just like, you know, bing, and you were flying, right?
You understand? And
yeah,
it's not 1-on-1. It's 5 against 1, 10 against 1. So
but,
what are you really getting on?
But you know, he wasn't no slouch. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he had to use to help him, he did that. You know what I'm saying?
He made sure that he made that point just now. You noticed that, right? Because when he started going like this,
he wasn't no slouch.
Wasn't
no slouch. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter how, you know, he downplays it right now, he's humbling himself. But in all due reality, you know what I'm saying? People that crossed him, they knew.
They knew.
You know what I'm saying? They knew. Now, that's not, I don't know why they call him Little Stevo, because that nigga did his thing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they was in the Wyoming pants crying. Like, yo, damn, man, why I had to cross this kid? You know what I'm saying? They knew it. They was like, yo, he's adolescent, but, yo, he came at me like he was full-blown adult. You know what I'm saying?
When was the last time you two seen each other?
Comstock?
Kasaki.
Wow.
Kasaki.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
about
so
20 years ago?
that was the last time y'all seen each other?
Yeah, about 20 years ago, yeah.
Until we met up out here.
Until we met up out here.
Yeah. We was kids.
Okay,
man.
but
Well,
I'm
even
telling. Okay,
before
wait.
this time, it was like maybe a few months before that.
Right.
Okay, so
Right.
after besides today, when was the last time y'all seen each other? It's been a. It's
No,
been,
we've seen each other twice besides this today. Twice
Yeah.
besides
So it's
today.
been a couple months or
Yeah.
or like a year or.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
somewhere
it was
around
just
there.
on some drive-by shit. Like, yo, what's
Drive-by,
up?
yeah.
How you doing?
Right,
Change numbers and everything. That was it.
and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all still talk like y'all was just together yesterday.
Yeah, but that's the way it
But
is.
that's the way it is. Cause you gotta understand that the relationship you build in there is stronger than the relationship you build with your own family. You understand? You with this person for years at a time. You wake up with them, you go to sleep with them, you eat with them. You know what I'm saying? It's like you see emotions, you see sides of him that his own family don't even see. You understand? So, I mean, even though it's been such a long time in between, it's almost just like yesterday.
No, and then we have to be used to the fact that we're separated for years.
Yes.
Because what ends up happening is that, let's say we go meet each other in Attica, right? We could be in Attica for 2 or 3 years together. We pop off or something happens. We get split. We won't see each other for like
10
4 or
years.
5 years
Yeah,
later,
5
10
10
years.
something like that.
And then when we meet up in Attica, we still friends just because we've been separated for 5 or 10 years or whatever. We still friends.
Yes.
So we gotta understand that. So that's something that we learn to grow with.
Right.
Like,
Did
okay,
you guys, like when you guys got separated, did you ever contact each other anyhow?
No.
No.
It's not like that. It's like how
No,
you
I
say
was just like curious because, like, okay, let's say you guys get separated for 4 or 5 years, and you guys together today, like just now, and you guys just kept going on with your friendship, like that never happened.
yeah,
Don't be
it's
scared
like
of the mic.
that. But inside there is how would you say it? You so caught up in doing your time. It's like this is your friend.
right.
Yeah, you get to see him, but you're so caught up in doing your time and trying to get out to the street and trying to maintain that contact with your family that you can't really focus on what's inside there. You focus on there when it's set in front of you.
That's a
Other than that,
fact.
mine is thinking about how you gonna get out of jail. What are you gonna do to make your changes in your life? How you gonna deal with your family when you get out of there? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna deal with the next guy that's gonna come at you the wrong way? Because you
Right.
gotta understand that, because that happens
You gotta
within a
survive.
split second.
Is your fuse really short still?
It is, but I control. It's under control. In other words, yes, verbally I can, come out verbally. But as far as what I used to do, be physical, I was more of a physical person. If you said something verbally, then I will come at you physically.
Oh, so that's why y'all two get along.
Right. So it came. I had to adjust that. You can't do that. It's not
Right.
how life is. People
That-
should have the right to say what they want to say out of their mouth, regardless if you don't like it or not.
Right.
You
So
understand?
you ran in that crew with his other comrades that I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all some
Yeah.
crazy ass motherfuckers.
Yes.
Dead ass.
Yes.
And don't get me, like I tell Jose, I have respect for everybody who he calls his comrades. I really do, because those are his family too. But you know how you believe in your family and they can call you and everything. I wouldn't believe none that nobody says except for one person. One person would have to call me and tell me, yo, something happened to my husband in order for me to believe it.
Right.
Dead ass. And that would
Because you know what kind of person he is.
yeah.
You understand what kind of person he is.
Right.
So
You know,
it
look,
have to be somebody that you know that really, really knows him. For them to say the words and for you to believe it. Or
Exactly.
Somebody just come up that just know him in the past and say, yeah, your husband just such and such. You're looking like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
I
Unless
know
you heard
my
it from
husband
him.
so well that
Right.
last week was my birthday. And we just went, I was like, I want to go here before I got to go to work. And we did that little stroll or whatever. And my husband's the type that'll communicate with me. And he all up in his phone and all da. Yo, before we headed back to the house, I was like, yo, whatever you got planning, you were like the worst fucking liar. You're like, to me, you are the worst fucking liar.
Yeah, so
Like,
she
he
knew
blew up his
she
own
knew
spot.
something was
I
going
knew
on.
something was up.
That's it. She didn't know what, but
Right.
she knew something.
Right.
And then it made it
That's
worse
it.
because I'm the type that in my house I always have 2 lights on.
Right.
Technically 3. Bathroom lights and the kitchen light. When I walked in my house, there was no fucking lights on,
So that means he
period.
wasn't there.
No, that's how I knew something was going on in my house.
Oh.
They surprised me, my kids and him
Oh,
surprised
with
me
your
with a cake and
birthday,
everything. It was my
right,
birthday.
right,
And then I
okay.
had to work on my birthday.
Right.
So they sung me happy birthday like just before I was walking out the door.
Happy
But-
belated.
Thank you. I knew something was up with my husband because he wasn't communicating with me right.
But that's the thing about being a wife. You know already, just like we know with y'all. You know what I mean? When y'all do things that's not consistent with the everyday thing, it's out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I definitely know Jose to a T. Like I said, out of all y'all comrades that are his comrades, I mean, don't get me wrong. Maybe as I get to know everybody, but there's one that I would have to get that call from.
Right.
For me to know that something happened or something's up with my husband.
Right.
Because everybody else, I'd be like, I ain't fucking believing shit. Y'all niggas all stick together, whatever it is.
Exactly.
But somebody, that one person would have to call me. And I told Jose from day one that would have to be that one person. And you know that I mean.
You know, I guess like being inside there, you get how you say, this moral standing amongst your comrades that our loyalty, no matter what,
the brotherhood,
it doesn't. Right. It's nothing, not time, nothing to get between that. It doesn't matter how long I don't see you. I know who you are.
You have that brotherhood again,
right?
Towards you guys, and I've seen, Dave and I've seen Shadow and I've seen Jose together. Right. Man, listening to them three talk for fucking hours on end, and Barry too. I've seen them three together and listening to them two. Yeah. Me and Shadow's wife just sat there like this. We're in between, we looked at each other, and then we just sitting there listening to them, and it was like they didn't miss a beat between them. Right. But it was good, to see him smile, because he smiles with you guys a lot. I guess knowing what you guys have been through.
But that's the thing. We've been through, like, there's nothing compared to what people can go through together behind the walls. Because the point is that we go through atrocities in there that is beyond a person's imagination. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then, going back to the topic of the whole thing is that people out here in society, they tend to whitewash it and make it look like everything is the prisoner's fault. Everything is the convict's fault. Right. You know what I'm saying? But there's, convicts are people too.
Yes, we are.
You know what I'm saying? And if we're being jumped and kicked and, beaten down with sticks and shit like that from correction officers, or being set up and put with our enemies and all that, we're going to respond just like a regular person will respond.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We have to survive, so this is the way we have to survive. Because obviously, if you put us into to an arena, you know what I'm saying, which is what they do in there, put us into an arena against enemies, you know what I'm saying, that sometimes, they come wielding with whatever, you know what I'm saying, or even against just other COs, we're going to respond. We're not going to sit down and take it, because that don't make no sense. We're never going to survive.
Well, some people is going to respond. Because you have time like Kawasaki Box. I'll give you a prime example. Kawasaki Box. When I started the riot. Right. And what it was, 1995? I started that riot?
Right.
Okay, I went to the box, right? Cut a piñatas, and that caused a whole big commotion. Right. I wound up getting 5 years in the box and all that, new charge, whatever.
Right.
But my point where I'm trying to get at is that, you see how I reacted. There was a kid down there that was the same age as us.
Right.
He had family coming to see him and everything.
Right.
Weekly.
Right.
You understand? And remember, the police broke me up.
Right.
My sister came to see me that week. So, I have a training order.
Yeah.
We on the visiting floor. Police not coming at me because you already know how I'm reacting.
Right.
They go to the kid. They didn't tell the kid. They told his sister at the machine.
Right.
They told his sister at the machine, if your mother say anything about what happened to her son, we were going to kill him in here.
Wow.
The girl started crying at the machine.
Right.
Now, we don't know what's going on. Why is she crying? She's a civilian. Right. Why is an officer talking to a civilian?
Right.
She goes to the table. She tells her mother, the officers told me that they're going to kill whichever her brother's name was.
Right.
If we tell anybody what happened to him.
Right.
The mother, she spazzed. But the point is look how much balls that they have that they threaten a civilian right there on the floor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And without any repercussions. Like, they don't really care about repercussions. Because how you go to a little girl and tell her, we're going to kill your son, kill your brother, if you tell the police anybody about what we did to him?
I mean, crazy. I'm sorry. That would have been one of my kids. My kids right there would have been a problem. There would have been a riot right up in there, because my daughter would have been like, "Who you killing? Who? You ain't touching my brother."
But do you understand? And now the kid, his typical response, like if say for instance that was me, he would have did that to me. I would have spazzed on him.
Right.
I'd have pot hit him with chair, all kind of things.
Yeah.
But his response was to look at him and sit right there in the chair and not do nothing. The mother's the one that's reacted.
Right.
So that goes to show you, like, some people can deal with it. Some people can accept it. Some people can't.
But we already know that.
Right.
We know some people can't deal with that. Some people is just not about that life. You know what I'm saying? They got caught up out here. They did whatever they did. Maybe they was about that life out here. And then when they went and did it, they seen that you had to do 100%.
Yes.
You can't do 40%. You can't do 50%. You got to go 100%. If not, you're gonna fall under. They're gonna roll all over you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And you picked the best area. You talking about Kasaki.
Exactly.
Look at the fucking commissioner is related to the fucking judge, who's related to the fucking superintendent. Like, yo, it's like everybody's family
related, so it doesn't matter what I do.
Nobody gets charged.
Somebody's gonna, you know what I mean? Whoever it goes to, I'm still gonna get penalized, even if I'm in the right.
Right.
Because your uncle is the judge, your brother is the superintendent. So wherever I go, I'm gonna deal with somebody that's your family. So it's not gonna get a fair and impartial hearing.
That's actually why they for years they was beating people down in the boxes. You know what I'm saying? What was that? Captain Chase, Sergeant Chase. Sergeant Chase used to beat down prisoners on the regular. What was his rule? His rule was, whatever property you have, you got to carry it down a long ass hallway.
Yeah, you can't
drag it.
No, you can't drop it.
You can't drag it.
Pick it up, and you handcuff and shackle.
And you got to carry that down a long ass hallway that's about a block long.
Longer
you know
than
what I'm
that.
saying?
It was longer than that.
And if you drop anything, you got to leave it.
You got to leave it, and you're going to get your ass whooped.
You got to leave it. If you go back to pick it up,
you can't
they whipping your ass.
Because you shackled
They
your
gonna whip your ass right there. Am I correct?
Of course. You ain't gonna make it back to pick that up.
I mean, that's just an example of the shit that they do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you want rec and they don't want to give you rec, and you ask, yo, let me get a grievance form, which is something that they say, you know what I'm saying, according to their laws, is okay for you to do. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to challenge whatever procedures it is, right? You ask for a grievance form, what you do? You get starved. They don't bring you no food. You know what I'm saying? They turn off your water.
You don't get your mail.
You don't get no mail. You know what I'm saying?
Property
You don't get no visitors. You know what I'm saying? They tell you, nah, the visitors didn't come.
Exactly.
Right? They tell your visitors, oh, no, they went on transfer.
So
they went this, they did
the
that.
property you have, your personal property, you don't got much anyway.
They take all of that.
They take all that. They destroy all that.
These are all ways that they use that mental torture.
So that's psychological torture. That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Psychological torture.
Speaking of psychological, I know Jose's state of mind. How is your state of mind now? Like, how does it affect your relationship with your wife and having a child of your own? How do you still deal with some of the mental effects that you had from when you were locked up?
I would think so. I ain't gonna write it off and say I don't. I would think so. Yes, I do.
Do you think that it interferes in your relationship at all?
I do think so.
You do?
I would think so. I would honestly say yes, it does.
In what type of way, if you don't mind me?
I don't know. I guess.
Are you
like,
overly protective of her? Are you like is there certain things that you are accustomed to, certain ways?
Yeah, like if I want things done a certain way, and if they're not done that way, I'm gonna get an attitude instead of just saying, "Yo, that's the way she does it," and leave it alone.
You don't find no compromise in between?
I mean, sometimes I do. Most of the time, I don't. It turns into an argument.
And how many years did you do?
I did 16 years. 16 years, 8 months.
Honestly, I tell Jose this all the time. I know he's completely crazy. With all the fact everybody knows that. You know that.
I'm saying everybody else is crazy.
No, you know that he's fucking crazy.
Everybody else is crazy.
But
I'm normal.
I wouldn't say that we're crazy. I would say that we see things through an eye that the average person does.
I think that Jose's crazy.
Well,
I think, you know why? Because he's extremely overprotective of everybody that's in his surroundings. The worst, the kids. The worst is the kids, that he's extremely protective of them. How you like your certain ways, He's like that too. He still does things like
All right.
he still don't cook.
All right.
He only wash dishes.
Me neither. I do dishes though, but I don't cook.
He only washes dishes.
I wash dishes.
But I don't cook.
I
He
wash
washes
dishes.
dishes.
I wash
They
dishes.
both. Oh, okay.
I
So
don't
y'all
cook.
understand? Why you
cook.
don't know how to cook?
I know how to cook. I just don't do it. It's
Why?
so many years of cooking that same thing. I don't want to cook
I
that. I
wash
want you to
dishes.
cook.
But why
I wash
wouldn't you
dishes. I
want you-
experiment and make something else?
Maybe because the last time I did do it, she didn't like it, so that's why I said I ain't doing it no more.
Why you don't do it together?
We do it together. When she needs help, I do the chopping or whatever the case may be. I ain't gonna
Well,
cook, but
I
anything
can't
else
even get that from Jose.
But I wash dishes. I clean the house.
Jose's thing of cooking
bring the
is
money.
either what's the Pizza Hut number? What's the Chinese?
But I get
swear
it done.
to everything I
But
love.
I get it
Everybody
done.
can eat.
That's the
Everybody
power
eat.
of delegation.
Don't encourage it.
Right? I
This is-
delegate
all right,
it.
And one thing I do, I don't force her to cook. If
No,
she feels in
I-
the mood to not cook, because she cooks daily.
Yeah.
If she feels in the mood not to cook, don't cook.
I
won't
can
kiss an
honestly sit there and
attitude.
tell you, like, I love to cook. I really do. And
Mhm.
Jose can tell you, I love to cook. I will cook all the time if I can. I went like 7 days, 8 days, because of me working consecutively of not cooking. That the first day I wanted to cook, knowing that only 2 or 3 of us was gonna eat, and I made this big ass meal, and there was so much left over. But I missed it.
Right.
But back, like certain things, like with him, the way that he keeps his clothes, he still keeps
Everything
Well,
is neat.
yeah,
his
but that-
mentality
that's the whole
sometimes
thing.
in certain ways.
All right. That's
He's
what,
stuck.
that's I think that's what you was trying to focus your questions on.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
I just
saying?
I
Like, for
elaborated on
example,
the cooking
the
part.
pattern that we become accustomed to in there. You know what I'm saying? How does it affect your personal life in the street? Like, especially like when it comes to relationships. For example, we used to take showers with shower slippers on. You know what I'm saying? We used to always wear our underwear
in the shower.
going to the shower,
I
take a shower
still
with the
wash
underwear
my
on.
underwear in the shower.
You-
I still do it.
You see, it's like little things,
I
little
still do
things
it,
that
yeah.
we normally take for granted. You know what I'm saying? You know, people out here in the street, we look at that like, wow,
Look at
like
what you doing?
like,
Jose
what-
don't wash
right.
his own clothes.
what-
I don't wash my own
Just
clothes
stop
either.
putting me on blast.
I don't
What
do
the
that
hell's
either.
wrong with
I
you?
just said I wash my underwear.
He
Yo,
don't
you
even.
see that, right?
Man, listen. He
I
don't
mean-
do that either.
Well, I do it because unconsciously, it's just a thing. I just had those on, and I don't want the next person touching what I just had on. A
The one
sweaty
that
shirt is
touches
something.
his shit is mine, but he still don't wash his own shit.
Well, that's one thing that we don't got. in
I think
common.
I got him spoiled.
Look at that. There you go.
I think I got him spoiled.
Well, why the hell you putting that on blast?
Why not?
You know what I'm saying?
Why
So
not?
now you see for the whole world.
So-
we got
all right.
200,000 viewers.
You know
now
what?
you just blew it on
Check
blast.
this out. You like it. That's why you do what he does, because you like the way he does for you. The overprotectiveness
No,
and
honestly,
everything else.
no. You know what it is? I don't give Jose an honest reason to walk down the street. I don't like him to be jealous of me. I won't give, like, even though I'll wear my jeans or whatever, I won't sit here and rock a short dress unless we're going to an event, because I don't want to have that unwanted attention and cause a problem.
Oh, wait, that's understandable. We're not talking about that.
Just
It's
in
just
general.
in general, period.
You know, like, I walk down the street holding my husband's hand all the time. Like, I love him, but don't see. You haven't met me on the
It's a
outside
small,
either,
it's a
because
small
I'm,
thing
I'm
that
as
you're looking
crazy
at.
as Jose
We
is.
looking at a bigger picture. You understand?
I'm
Like
as
you just
crazy.
standing there and somebody standing too close to you. You understand? We'll go and stand in between them.
I'll be the one to
You
spaz.
see what I'm saying?
I'll be spazzing before he does. He can tell you.
But
I'm
She's a
quick to
bug out.
go off.
But you
Because
see,
she's
you
a bug
spazzing,
out.
But we not gonna spaz. We just gonna take
I'm a
action.
what?
You a bug out. You know what I'm saying? You crazy. You a bug out.
But you see the
deserve
difference.
an
See,
SSI
no.
check.
That's why we have power couple.
Yeah. But
That's just
what I
should've
was
said
talking
crazy
about,
couple.
what we were talking about was like the patterns that we become accustomed to. Like, for example, she touched on it in the beginning. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Of how you can be separated from a person for X amount of years and still consider it like, yeah, that's my friend. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because we become accustomed to that. You know what I'm saying? That was part of the prison system's way of trying to psychologically break us down.
Right.
They let us live in one prison for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. Let us get a little comfortable. Then say, okay, well, pack your shit. You're going to another one. You know what I'm saying? Forget about all the friends you made there, you know what I'm saying, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to go make new ones. You know what I'm saying? And then when you meet up with those friends later on, they still your friends.
Stay on friends, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Out here in society, people that never been through that before, what ends up happening is they ain't seen them for 10 years, their relationships change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't talk like they, like we do. You know what I'm saying? We talk like we've
Like we
been
just
together
seen
the whole
yesterday.
Yeah, like we was just with each other yesterday.
That's
You know
how
what I'm
I tell you, I've seen each other like man.
I mean, we
like,
actually did see each other recently, but we haven't hung out or actually
Right.
been together like over 20 years.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But
But
out here
understand-
in society, people don't do that.
No, they don't.
That's abnormal to them.
And this is the thing, what you just said right now, which is the prime thing. They did that to destroy, but what they really did was help us build.
They made us stronger.
They made us strong because now we
Right.
look at a human being with more substance than what we did before.
And on that note, we end up being a lot more loyal than a lot of individuals that have been out here.
Yes, we do.
Because if you've noticed, and I'm saying, people that have especially they did a lot of time and behind the wall, and they was actually true about what their ethics are, because you have those that are not.
Yes, right.
You know what I'm saying? But those that have been true to their ethics, what ends up happening is that they're willing to die for a person.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like, prime example, we was talking about your relationship, you and your wife. You know what I'm saying? You'd be willing to die for her.
Of course.
Out here, a person
Without
that
a
never
second
been
thought.
through that, they'll hesitate. No, you crazy? I won't do that. Like, I'll just find another wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll marry somebody else. But that's not how we was brought up.
Exactly.
We was brought up with extreme loyalty.
Loyalty,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Against all odds.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And
if-
death will only separate us from that. That's the only thing that can separate us from that.
So, but people out here in society, they look at that as abnormal. Because out here in society, people that have not been to prison, they don't see that. They don't act like that.
But you know what? The people out here in society do actually have it, but they only do it, like, how you say it?
They're limited.
They limited. Like those that have a kid, they will do it for their child.
Right.
They don't understand it until they actually have son that they really love dearly.
Right.
And majority of the time is when they have a kid.
Right.
Is when they experience that. When they come to understand that.
But they can't do it for friends.
No, they can't.
And a lot of, well, not all the time, but in a lot of instances, they can't do it for a friend.
Right.
Like, we consider each other brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know your mom.
No, you
don't know my mom.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But we consider each other brothers. Out here, that's abnormal. They like, like, okay, that's my friend. That's not my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm not gonna die for him.
But they don't know the meaning.
If he
They don't
find him,
understand-
they don't understand the real meaning
Right.
of loyalty.
Right.
The real meaning of loyalty is to face all atrocities together.
Together.
You know what I'm saying? If you go through it, I'm going through it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just like, not I guess, yeah, fuck it. We'll brag about it a little bit. The point is, like, if you could be in another jail, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you was in Attica and I was in Kawasaki,
Right.
and
you
I
send the
had an
word,
enemy
and you
in
send the word,
Kawasaki,
he's gonna be done.
and then you go to Attica, guess what? Yo, yeah, that was Cripple's beef right there. I got this. And all you do is,
But he
yo,
don't
Crip,
even
I
gotta
took care of
know
that.
it. He
I
ain't
took
even
care
gonna
of it.
hear it, but he ain't gonna, son went over there and your man was over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, word. And what happened? You already know what happened.
Right. He
He
took
don't
care
know
of
how
it.
to get into the details because he already
Right.
know. You
Right.
understand? It's automatic. It's
Right.
it's automatic. Everything is automatic. You already. It's like something that you know.
And it's not done for any type of personal reason.
No
It's not
personal
done-
gain.
It's no
none of
personal
that.
gain or nothing. But now, like I said, people in society, they will look at that as abnormal.
Right.
Like, wait a minute, what you mean? Why did you hurt that man? Like, why did you do that to that guy? You know what I'm saying? He ain't have beef with you.
No.
He had beef for him. Why didn't you mind your business?
No,
but you don't
because
understand that is
me.
my business.
That is me.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's you don't understand. That is
That's,
me.
you know what I'm saying? So that's some of the things that you was talking about, the overprotectiveness and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, we had conversations about things like this. You know what I'm saying? Not that type, not that exact example, but it's similar. You know what I'm saying? Like, once it's beef, it's beef. And it's on and popping forever. You know what I'm saying? Just like if something happens, God forbid, to somebody, to one of my comrades somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the guy moved to New York. I got to take care of that. Right? You know what I'm saying? Something happened to him over there. I only got $100. He needs money. I don't care. I only got $100, but I gotta share. So here, take that. You know what I'm saying? I work on getting mine back. You know what I'm saying? Here, take that. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way it works.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the true meaning of loyalty.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people,
a lot of people, together, like you said.
Yeah, we gotta face whatever we face it together as a team.
Just like we do good together, we gotta do bad
right.
together.
Even if we not in touch for years.
Right.
Even if we not in touch for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? For example, you know what I'm saying? Like Shadow living up in Albany, in that area. You know what I'm saying? Right now. If something happened with Shadow, I feel it down here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. And a lot of people in society, they mouth it like they are.
They are. Right.
Yeah, I'm loyal, but they don't understand. A lot of times they don't understand.
They really don't.
And, you know, people may look at this as a negative aspect, but it's actually a positive aspect. Because it's actually a person becoming having stronger character. You know what I'm saying? Because when you give your word is really your word. You know what I'm saying? Out here in society, that's my word, I got you. And they be the first ones to snake you.
Yeah, exactly.
They be the first ones to leave you for dead.
And they don't even know what that word means. Like most of the words that they use out here, they don't even know what the definitions are.
They don't.
Like my son. Will you know where that came from? Do you even know who started that? What is the meaning of it? You understand? Like a lot of these definitions are what they call a day room nigga. Yeah. Do you even know that? You hear this all day? Do y'all even know what that is?
And they don't even know what they're talking about.
You don't even know what you're talking about. But you're saying these words and don't even know where they come from, what's the meaning of it, don't even know, got the understanding of it.
Yeah.
But you're using it.
That's a fact. That is a fact. Now, I'm saying, you know, what a lot of people in society, they know from out here, I hear them always talking about it, is how a convict is when he comes home to the streets. Because they don't know how he is in there, because they never been in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They only know what they are when they come out here. And when they come out here, what they tend to do is they tend to highlight all the negative ones. Like, okay, well, this one came home and he killed this person. This one came home and he robbed this person. This one came home and he started using drugs. This one came home and he did this and he did that. You know what I'm saying? They don't focus on the positive. Right. You know what I'm saying? They focus on the negative. But that, you know, that's just the way society's always been. You could do 10 positives and one negative will cancel all of them out.
That is exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's unfair, but they never. One thing I learned in prison, they said life is never meant to be fair.
That's the fact.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not fair. However, you know what I'm saying? That's the way it's done. What I like to do on my show is I like to give it from my perspective. Right. You know what I'm saying? From our perspective, from perspective that people that actually went through it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not out here talking about, oh yeah, we want to be for the cause, and we never been in prison.
Cause, right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been there. You've been there. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's been a lot of people that have been there. These are the people that this is this platform for the people to talk that actually been through it. You know what I'm saying? We've been beat up by the police. You know what I'm saying? We've been in there with CEOs stomping us down. You know what I'm saying? I remember the one main Bing riot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I remember we was in the yard. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna mention names, but a lot of the comrades was there, and all we wanted was our wreck.
Right. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's all we wanted. We are guaranteed
1 hour wreck.
1 hour wreck when we in the Bing. We was 16, 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? We want a 1 hour wreck. They didn't want to give it to us. What we said, we went through our normal processes. We want to talk to a depth. They didn't want to give us a depth. They want to jump on us.
Exactly.
They want to pull a pin so all the police could come with sticks and shields and beat and kick on us.
And try to say that we spit on them or we did something else. But
Right.
we really did none of that.
Nah,
All
but
did
we
was
responded.
talk. Right.
But we responded, and they were shocked. They were shocked. Like, look at these adolescents, how they responded. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, in that riot, I got hit with the back of a walkie-talkie in the back of my head. You know what I'm saying? I got kicked and stomped by 5 or 6 COs. You know what I'm saying? All of them was way older than me.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Because they all at least 21 or better. You know what I'm saying? I'm 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? But these are the things that we can speak on that can't nobody out there, no matter how loud they yell, that have not been there, they can't talk about.
Exactly.
Because they never been there.
Never been there.
You know what I'm saying? They never been there when it hits that lock-in time and they got to close that cell and you ain't got nobody to talk to because you all alone in your cell and your family is home. You know what I'm saying? We the only ones that could talk about that.
Right.
We've been there. You know what I'm saying? We can say that with a straight face. You know what I'm saying? We're forcing our voice. that we've been there. You know what I'm saying? People on the streets, they were all the prisoners, they do bad, they do this. That's psychological torture.
Exactly, it is.
Imagine at 16 years old, they ripped you away from your mom. You still a kid. We still kids. They took away from our mom. Yeah, we did something wrong. Mind you, we still in the developmental stage.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? 16 years old, people are still in developmental stages. You know what I'm saying? They have studies on it.
They don't fully comprehend the real, yes, right or wrong, the basics right or wrong, yes. But to really get in depth on the right or wrong, like basically why you in prison, they can't sit down and explain to you why they did that or what was their mindset when they did it. You know what I'm saying? They can't do none of that. I mean, you give them a week or 2 weeks to really think about it. Maybe they could come back and tell you then, but at the time, they can't sit there and tell you what was they thinking about when they did that. What was they,
Why you look at me like that? 'Cause I'm so quiet.
Nah, just making sure you're still following.
No, I am. I told you when you sit here and you start talking, I just sit here and you see how I got quiet after a while. I'm just like.
Yeah, but that what I'm saying is a fact.
I love to hear him talk about himself.
No, but that what I'm saying is a fact because in all due reality, but that's why I'm such in support of the fact that they want to shut down the Rikers Island. Right, because there've been a lot of things going on there. However, what I hope people understand is that does not rectify the problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the problem is not with Rikers Island. The problem is with how the correctional officers was treating us.
It's about the staff.
Exactly.
Right. The way they were trained, because they was actually trained to do those things. They was trained to jump us.
Exactly.
They was trained to treat us like adults when we were 16 years old. That's how they was trained. They was trained to say, okay, well, if this guy gets a little too close, we have the right to restrain him, and if he resists, which means move an inch, we have the right to
take him down.
We have the right to take him down and make sure he stays down.
Remember you saying that. You remember the time when the squad came through, they stripped us butt naked, had us put our hands on our back, our
That's
heads,
right.
and our heads, and we had to stand behind the next man.
How did I didn't tell you about that?
He told me
I
about
told
that.
you about that, right?
Butt ass naked with our hands behind our head, and we had to stand behind the next man naked.
Imagine, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And if you didn't get close, they dropped you right there on the spot.
Imagine you 16 years old.
So which one of you two got dropped?
What you mean? I didn't even make it on the line.
We all
was
fighting.
dropped from the cell.
We all fight. We in the YME pen.
That wasn't. It wasn't. I didn't get out the cell.
Imagine
I think you had told me that part.
Imagine at 16 years old, you're not a homosexual, but yet you're put
in a
butt
homosexual
naked.
position.
You're put butt naked with your hands up behind your necks. You know what I'm saying? With your elbow
touching the back of the next man.
Touching the back of the next man with the toes touching the heels of the person in front of you. Everybody naked. Picture that.
Naked.
Picture that. 16 years old, you know you're not a homo.
And they can't say they have
cameras. And they're making you do that.
Because listen, when they come in there, they have to record everything. Every instant they have to record. Those cameras never showed up. It's because they never either they never recorded, the cameras were never on, one, or the cameras never had tapes in them. Because every search, they have to come in with cameras. They have to.
And it was
so
rare. It was rare that we saw that.
How you never seen that?
It was rare that we ever saw that.
How?
It was rare we ever seen a camera up in there.
This is what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
But no, but they did have a camera. They usually have it at the door. But the thing is that how do you know the camera's not on? How you know they even have a tape in there? You understand
And
what I'm saying?
where they
but
used
when
to
you
be
ask
at?
when you ask for the tape, they don't got it.
But where they used to be at in the front.
Yeah, in the front by the door.
Meanwhile, they in the
Everything
back
else is in
doing
the back,
it to us in the
but that's where they do
bathroom.
the searching at, in the bathroom. But the camera's by the door. We talking about all the way down there.
So
we ain't here.
what's
So
the
what can you
purpose?
see with the camera over there?
Too much.
That's,
Too much.
So
but
now,
that's what they did.
So now, if a person, they put it in a person that's 16 years old who's in developmental stages still, into all of that, because mind you, we was part of a crew, of a crowd that actually, how you say, we bucked the system. We went against it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we did.
If we had to stand up and fight, we did. But the rules was we supposed to take it.
We supposed to
You know what I'm
accept
saying?
it. Yes.
We supposed to accept it because they're the authority. So now, how about all those people that went through the system and actually went with the authority on it and actually went and followed the rules. Think of all the psychological drama a person can go through. They're 16 years old and they press, crotch to butt. You know what I'm saying? And the next man, they don't like that. They don't believe in same sex, but yet they doing it because they're making them do it.
This is how you know the government knows what they do. If you're a prisoner and you did over 5 years, they will give you SSD.
Right. They say you're disabled.
You're disabled.
They'll say you're
Because
disabled
you spent
psychologically.
over 5 years in jail. That's a fact. Now you know already that you mentally doing this. You know that. And you know it to the point that you're doing it, that you even willing to support them when they come out if they willing to accept those checks. So if you know that, why you don't do things to change that?
That's a fact. And then, going back to the topic that I was talking about, if a person comes home with all this psychological torture, how do you expect him to respond?
Right. How are you supposed to get a job? How is he supposed to do all that?
Right. And then if they trying to get a job, why make it harder for them by, okay, he was convicted of a crime, we're not going to hire him. You know what I'm saying? No matter what he got. 'Cause in there you could get, you could get what was called that you could get college credits, you could do different things.
Right. And I had got all of that, and here it is. You speaking of that, I did plumbing, I completed it. Building maintenance, I completed it.
You got your GED?
Of course I got my GED. I got college credit. I took the psychology course. But unfortunately, when I started it, they was taking college out. So whoever they have 6 months to complete it, they was dead on the rest of the college. So
well, there's some people that actually,
3-4 months.
my son graduates in June from 12th grade, and he actually already has college credits. That's why I was asking.
Right.
Did you actually get your GED?
Right.
So, just asking.
So inside there, you get all of that. But the thing is that, here it is, I got all that. I can't use it out here. Because now I'm being stigmatized. Yeah, you have all of that. But what was your crime? Okay. I'll tell you my crime. But
Do you mind telling us what your crime was?
My crime was attempted murder. I had a couple of those with accessory to murder.
Okay. I mean, I already know
And I
what
copped
Jose
out
was.
to a 10 to 20. And I wound up doing 16 and a half years.
Wow. And how much time you spent in the hole?
5
in
years.
total? 5 years?
5.5 years all in total. 4 years straight, and then came out, and 3 years later wound up going back for another year and a half.
How many years you did in the hole?
Man, I did about 7 years. If you count the totals, it's about 7 years. I did a year. I normally didn't do more than a year. I did a year, came back to population, had to pop another nigga's head off because they don't know how to act. You go back to the box for a year. You know what I'm saying? Go back to population, might chill for 5-6 months.
Yeah.
So the next nigga don't know how to act.
Yep.
And then I gotta go back to the box for another year. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. I ended up doing like 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Out of the 13 and a half that I did.
And now understand this. You would take as us being the violent ones and the ones that's under and not in control. In all actuality, we are the ones that's in control. It's them that's not in control.
Meaning the correction officers and the staff.
Just the staff. You know what I'm saying? Understand, it's a certain way that you can talk to a person. Certain way you can deal with a person. But understand, if you want the same respect in return, you have to give it. Understand, you're not just going to tell me and do whatever you want, and then if I don't do it, you're going to put your hands on me, and it's going to be a walk in the park. Nah.
Right, but now,
no.
hold up. But now with that topic in mind, right, we're going to go to a quick break because we're going to jump into a little debate that I brought out. You know what I'm saying? Not a debate between us, but a debate between us and them. Pretty much, to open it up after the break. You know what I'm saying? Or can we go back into that video again? Because I just like to see myself in the video. So you can play the video again. Then after that, we could throw that. We could throw the last song that we got from Street.
You just like when
Studios. Yeah. You know we had to do the remix, right? Just couldn't be any remix. Yeah. Romo, planta, yo ando con el stripper de Atlanta. Con ella me gasto la plata, entre totos y tetas y tata. ¿Quién eres tú pa' juzgarme, nigga? No me hagas ir a buscarte, nigga. Hay chavo para ir a toparte, nigga. Bastante para ir a tocarte. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchulen. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bules. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchulen. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bules. Yo fui y le cambié el estilo, hice lo que quería hacer. Hoy lo mismo le digo a ustedes, hagan lo que quieran hacer, que nosotros estamos ready. Aquí también hay chavos y poder. Si quieren problemas en la calle los podemos resolver. Yo no tengo que hablar en silencio, como siempre me prefiero mover. De que valen palabras el momento que pase lo que deba suceder. Le sacamos la flema, ese no es mi problema si no logran entender. Que cuando yo digo no rankeamos, eso quiere decir que nos fuimos a otro nivel. Romo, planta, yo ando con el stripper de Atlanta. Con ella me gasto la plata, entre totos y tetas y tata. ¿Quién eres tú pa' juzgarme, nigga? No me hagas ir a buscarte, nigga. Hay chavos para ir a toparte, nigga. Bastante para ir a tocarte. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchulen. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bules. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchulen. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bules. La loba que como Shakira de noche se pone rabiosa. Viste Moquinos y Balenciaga, es muy orgullosa. Tiene un combo de bandidas, se juntan y son peligrosas. Shit, tu gata es preciosa, las mías son malas y bullosas. Maravillosa, solo fuma de la color rosa. No la confunda con Chapi solamente porque ella está caprichosa. Si estamos en el club, es tequila dado con patrón en la roca. Si alguien la provoca, ella entra en acción con la yen en la boca. Yo con la corta en la bota, ella con el vestido de brasier. Todo tranquilo, si pasa un problema no tengo que hablar, ella sabe qué hacer. Todo está en calma, se sabe mover. Ella va toda sin retroceder. Todo está bien si le toca correr. Ella me tira el cel, la pasó a recoger. Nos fuimos pa' nunca volver. Nosotros no dejamos testigos que puedan reconocer. Y como les digo, si todavía tú no logras entender que cuando yo digo no rankeamos, eso quiere decir que subimos nivel. Romo, planta, yo ando con el stripper de Atlanta. Con ella me gasto la plata, entre totos y tetas y tata. ¿Quién eres tú pa' juzgarme, nigga? No me hagas ir a buscarte, nigga. Hay chavos para ir a toparte, nigga. Bastante para ir a tocarte. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchulen. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bules. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchulen. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bules.
You know who it is, baby. You know what time it was. Shit, it's real right here. I double down on this one, take all bets. I don't think y'all wanna raise though. We here now. It's motherfucking CrimeWave music, baby. Pa' la mala y bullosa.
Listen to good music. That's my shit. Yo, freedom, bro.
Came through the door, couple of perms, dancing some mollies. Got lean, got weed, damn sleeves. Why would you stop me? Why would you stop me? Nigga, why would you stop me? As soon as I walk through the door, you know I'm the life of the party. 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 Nigga, you know I'm the life of the party. I'm the life of the party. I'm the life of the party. Nigga, you know I'm the life of the party. I'm the life of the party. I'm the life of the party. Got 3 bitches with me, they all Puerto Rican, they bought some Bacardi. I'm like, why would they stop me? Why would they stop me? I get in they panties faster than Ferraris. Went to the club, I was sipping and speeding. And with this cat, now you niggas be scheming. Few homies with me, my niggas is demons. Perkins and weed and my niggas be tweaking. Your homie feel froggy, don't stop him from leaping. Always a bet for a nigga at Lincoln. Shots to the head, I ain't talking about drinking. Stand on the tables and fuck up the couches. Bounces ain't something, we fuck up the bouncers. But in the air, we be burning down ounces. Liquor ain't nothing, it's flowing like fountains. She asked that fountain, you heard me right. Turn Sprite remix in a dirty Sprite. Throw a little prayer to the birds tonight. Patron and Rose got me turned tonight. Tell that these haters is sick. Look at all of their faces. Lights dancing on fire wrists. Lock got us higher than spaceships. Boy, how these bottles keep coming? These waitresses look like they racing. But by the way that I tip, I cannot say that I blame them. Came through the door, couple of perks, and some mollies. Got lean, got weed, damn sleeves. Why would you stop me? Why would you stop me? Nigga, why would you stop me? As soon as I walk through the door, you know I'm the life of the party. 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 Nigga, you know I'm the life of the party. I'm the life of the party. I'm the life of the party.
Cases.
Nigga, you know I'm the life of the party.
Your work touchdown, Mariah carried up and through the yay like I'm Hillary. That coke drop me through the cotton banks, not unusual. What got into me? Zips on top of zips with bands on us, so they plotting, watching out for frenemies. Take a fuck, nigga, out of misery. If you think a thought about licking me, never running out. Gas on us, make a roll when we drop that bag on them. No identifying when that tag on them. What is it to me if you feeling me? Boy ain't dead when we hit them up, we spin back around, made it suddenly. I'm a Big Mac with a triple pounder, selling flakes to find out what that band will be. Fuck you chatting about fiends online like a messenger. I'm smoking hella loud, bring it back, water got death for her. Watch me cook the soul from a holder post like a magic trick. Voila. I got the monster on me, can't see the shit like a magic trick. Voila. I got streets, he's moving. We got tools that's shooting. Don't make me lose it. Couple Spanish niggas ruthless for that and now. Ya tu sabes, say that and do 'em. But on low, we be moving. Money running like I'm no, so you know that I do it. We be getting to the money, counting up the money, and all of my niggas come through it. Came through the door, couple of perks, and some mollies. Got lean, got weed, damn sleeves. Why would you stop me? Why would you stop me? Nigga, why would you stop me? As soon as I walk through the door, you know I'm the life of the party. 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 Nigga, you know I'm the life of the party. I'm the life of the party. I'm the life of the party. Nigga, you know I'm the life of the party. Hey, nigga, you know I'm the life of the party. Hey, I go ahead, all on purpose and call it. Hey, Rose and Patron, no. Hey, no. Hey, I know I'm the life of the party. Nigga, know I'm that life of that party. That party. Nigga, you know I'm the life of the party. Nigga, you know I'm the life of that party. Came through the door, couple of perks, and some mollies. Got lean, got weed, damn sleeves. Why would you stop me? Why would you stop me? Nigga, why would you stop me? As soon as I walk through the door, you know I'm the life of the party. 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 Nigga, you know I'm the life of the party. I'm the life of the party. I'm the life of the party. Nigga, you know I'm the life of the party.
I only listen to good music. That's my shit.
Purchase your tracks today.
Alright.
The Kid Frankie.
Yeah. I'm not hard to find, I be posted alright with a stove at. 150, they all in my pocket, you know that. 40 on my way, try to take what's mine, I blow that. Sturdy in the clip, motherfucker, bet you can get all that. Get all that. You can get all that. All that. You can get all that. All that. You can get all that. All that, and more scrap. I'm in a new lane, my nigga. Ball like John Flu game, my nigga. With a little cute thing, my nigga. Fast watch now, feel like 2 chains, my nigga. Who chain, my nigga? Starting to feel like you changed, my nigga. On fair probation, but I still load up and shoot things, my nigga. I'm not hard to find, I be posted up right with a stove at. Fast taking flickers, I'm black, got me feeling like Kodak. Nigga threw 2 at me, so I came back and I do like 4 back. You ain't with that, I advise all you niggas to fall back. My niggas is with me, you heard about us, shit, you know that we shooters. Whole lot of guns, but most of us move with 40s and Rugers. We never chill, so when we do pop, don't act like you knew us. We tough in real life, and you niggas is only tough with computers. I'm not hard to find, I be posted alright with a stove at. 150, they all in my pocket, you know that. 40 on my way, try to take what's mine, I blow that. Sturdy in the clip, motherfucker, bet you can get all that. Get all that. You can get all that. All that. You can get all that. All that. You can get all that. All that, and more scrap. You can get all that, and more, nigga. I'm not hard to find, I be posted up right by the store, nigga. On my hip is the grip on the strip with a package of raw, nigga. Ain't shit on the arm, pay the price, you gon' get what you bought, nigga. Like right through your after these slugs in the Mac, cause you niggas be frontin'. Not with the talk and skip the discussion, come through we bustin'. You ain't defending no access for shit, you ain't getting nothing. You been with the shits, we know the do hit, you niggas is bondin'. 150, they all in my pockets with perks in the sour. My homies is with me, they tipsy and grippy and looking for cowards. From New York City, wherever the click be, we treated like ours. And most of the chicken off hot water whipping made rocks out of powder. I'm not hard to find, I be posted alright with a stove at. 150, they all in my pocket, you know that. 40 on my way, try to take what's mine, I blow that. Sturdy in the clip, motherfucker, bet you can get all that.
DSN, The Matrix Studios Network.
Alright. Turn on my mic. Alright. So we back from break. I'm saying we in case you missed it, we actually went into a topic that I wanted to actually talk about. I'm saying beforehand, I will let you know that we got Streets on the way. We're not sure if he's gonna be able to make it in time. If he does, I'm saying that you will be seeing a performance from him. If he doesn't, I'm saying you'll definitely be seeing him next week. I'm saying so either way you will be seeing what he got for you. You heard his tracks already. We had all 3 tracks played from his mixtape. We got more. However, those 3 is what we focused on today. And of course, you saw the video with me. You know what I'm saying? I love to see myself. So you will be seeing that again before the end of the video, before the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? But I want to go back into the topic of what we started to touch on. You know what I'm saying? I actually want to talk about how society always they blow up and get all, they feel some type of way when a correctional officer gets killed in society. But yet when a prisoner gets beat on, or they get psychologically tortured, or they get trapped and organized into some type of an abusive situation by correctional officers, nobody even cares. You know what I'm saying? I feel that it should be the same way. You know what I'm saying? If they are man or woman enough to set a person up to get beat up in prison, or to kick them and beat them down with sticks and everything, then maybe they should be man enough or woman enough to stick up for themselves in the streets. And if they end up getting killed or hurt or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? Because they that's the karma that they brought upon themselves. You know what I'm saying? As we was talking before the break, we was talking about all the things that they put us through while we in prison. You know what I'm saying? So I feel some type of way about that. It's like society's unbalanced in the way they look at things. You know what I'm saying? You know what we went through. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is to have to wear just three sets of drawers. You know what I'm saying? For 6 months. You know what I'm saying? To the next time that they switch your drawers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You know, like who does that? Like, right? You know, how would it be if somebody right now they had only one set of underwear for 6 months, and you had to rewash those underwears over and over and over again? You know what I'm saying? You know, something so small that people take for granted, but these are all psychological.
Or you take a shower twice a week.
Right, that's a fact. How you gonna be locked in your cell 23 hours and then take a 6-minute shower
twice a week
with no hot water sometimes? You know what I'm saying? With freezing ass water, 6 minutes, and it don't matter if you finish or not. You can have soap all over you.
You gotta shave, you gotta shower, you gotta do all that in 6 minutes. So you tell me if you can shave, you can shower, you can do all your hygienic things in 6 minutes.
And cold water.
In cold water.
Don't forget cold water.
And you only get it twice a week.
And even if you got soap all over you, they don't care. They turn the water off.
That's right. And you gotta go back to your cell like that.
You gotta go back to your cell, you know what I'm saying, and with soap all over you and wash up in a little ass thing.
And if you say you're not coming out because you want to rinse the soap off, that's your biggest mistake. Because they come in there with sticks and everything else just to get you out of there. Because you want to wash the soap off, which only take, 30 seconds? But they're going to put your life on the line for 30 more seconds. And they do it every single time.
And as you said, they only do it two times a week. So now how, and then on top of that, mind you, you got no TV, right? You get 1 hour rec inside of a cage. You know what I'm saying? About the size of your bathroom, maybe a little smaller than that, right? So you got nothing in that cage. You know what I'm saying? All you're doing is pacing and walking and maybe doing some push-ups and stuff. Only to go back to your cell, do a bird bath in your sink. You know what I'm saying? And then have to take these 2 showers that come up on these set days at these set times. So if you happen to be on a call out or something like that, then you might be dead on that. You might not get a shower that day. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, why don't we talk about the meals? How you eat your meal? They slide a tray under your door. You know what I'm saying? They slide through a slot in your door with like the portion that would probably feed a 10-year-old. You know what I'm saying? A portion of food that would probably feed a 10-year-old. 3 meals a day. Your last meal is at 4 o'clock. You ain't getting no more food after 4.
After 4, no more. That's
You know
why they let you keep your 4 slices of white bread just so you can have something to eat later on.
4 slices of white bread.
4 slices of white bread.
That you're going to eat dry for the night. Because if you don't know what happened there. We got the house tumbling down when we talk about shit, right? But the whole, you know, we trying to give a picture of what we went through in there for the people that never been there. You know what I'm
Never
saying?
experienced it.
Because there's a lot of people out there that have not experienced it. You know what I'm saying? But yet they quick to talk about how much of killers that prisoners are, how much
they no good. They can't change.
Yeah,
but
they
everybody
can't
else
change.
can
That's their
change.
perfect-
But
that's their
nobody,
perfect
but we
wording.
can't change. You know, it's a prime example. You go in with nothing. Let's say me, myself. I went in, 16-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid. I came out with my GED, 2 vocational completion, some college, and I can't even, age course that I took, HIV course that I took, and whatever else, anger management, anger violence, whatever else you want to think of. Got it. Come out here to society because I changed after 16 years in the penitentiary, and I showed them that I changed. No violence whatsoever for years on top. And to have all these things and still not be able to function out here. Why? Because of 20 years ago, I made a mistake as a kid, and it still haunts me to the day. Yes, and I've been home almost 10 years now without another conviction or anything. And still, it's hard. Why us convicts go for construction jobs instead of mostly any other job? Because that's the job that they don't.
Okay. So you're gonna call on air? Hello?
Backtalk Radio, what's going on, everybody?
All right, how you doing, my brother? You on air? Backtalk Cripple3030.
Yes, this is actually Rand Christian. I'm feeling real weak. that I ain't get to make it today, so I wanted to actually call and let you know myself, brother. Emergency came up. Got to get with y'all and get an interview, man. That's all I'm really just wanted to talk on my own word.
Oh, well, we definitely going to do that. I understand about your situation. You know what I'm saying? For the viewers, just for the viewers' perspective, since we was promoting that you was going to be up here, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
prior to this, you know what I'm saying, Rand Christian went through an emergency, you know what I'm saying, so he was not able to make it today. However, you see, he stepped up as a man, and he actually chose to call in to let his viewers know and his fans, you know what I'm saying, that he wasn't able to make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact. I'm
But
not
we
sure
definitely
whoever
will
tuned in. I want
reschedule.
everybody to know from my own mouth.
Yeah,
You know,
nah,
we
but
definitely going to reset it up and talk, because I've been running around lately, but emergency pops up, and I know I got to get up there with y'all. That's all.
Yeah, that's what's up. I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? We definitely will reschedule. We definitely put you on the camera so that way you can tear up the mic for them.
My man. I feel much better.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate you calling.
No doubt. Continue your thing. Do your thing, brother.
All right, thank you, man. But now, like, you know, we was trying to paint this picture because everybody be out here talking about how, you know, ex-convicts, they come home and they're only going to do negative. They're never going to change. They're never going to become better people. But how can they with all these barriers that they put out? You know what I'm saying? You can overcome them. You know what I'm saying? But you have some that are not as strong as we are. You know what I'm saying? You have some that break. You know what I'm saying? For example, look at the kid that came home and he killed himself. Which is the reason that now that everybody's talking about right
now. And he didn't even commit a crime. They locked him up for something that he didn't even do. And kept him locked up, and he did all that, and they did all that to him. He came home and he killed himself. Why? Because psychologically they destroyed him.
And that's what they train to do. They have trainings that train them to do all of this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, going back to the topic about the Rikers Island thing, that's why I'm saying, like, I want people to understand that that's not going to wipe away the problem just to shut down Rikers Island. You have to change the whole training procedure. You have to change the whole court system. You got to change how they treat people. You know what I'm saying? You have to treat a person as a person. You know what I'm saying? They do it from the jump. Something so small. When you first come in, what they tell you, memorize your number. You're not a name no more. Nope. Now you're an ID number. You know what I'm saying? I still remember my numbers, 94A1656.
Mine's 94A7301.
You see? Right off the top of the head. You understand? We were brainwashed to believe that now we identify by this ID number and not our name. And that's the way that they did it. They didn't care that my name was Jose Rivera. They don't care what your name is. They want to know what's your number. Why? Because now you're not a person. You're a number. All you is a number. Just from that moment on, that's how they start the psychological, the manipulation. You know what I'm saying? How they start erasing you. You know what I'm saying? From existence. Because they erase your existence that way. They make you believe that you're not in existence.
That you're not worth anything. That you're no good.
You know what I'm saying? Because the idea is that they make you feel that you're a number. So now you have to become like a robot. You have to do what they tell you. That's part of their whole manipulation. You know what I'm saying? And that's their breakdown.
So I was saying that so upon me coming home after completing all that in the penitentiary, after my 15 or my 16 years or whatever the case may be, and coming out here to society, and the reasons why us convicts go and we take construction jobs is because they don't look at our past. They don't want to know about what you did in the past. All they want to know is if you can do the job, and if you're responsible enough to be here on time and basically work like any other human being. They don't care about what you did back then. The only time it holds weight is when you do it again. And that's when I would hope, that's when I would be judged. If I was to commit the same thing again, the same actions. Not if I'm not doing that and I'm doing what every productive citizen is doing and I'm still being penalized for something that I did 20 years ago as a child. again, not justifying my actions, but here it is. You say that you go into the penitentiary or you go inside there, you're supposed to rehabilitate yourself. That's the terminology that they use, rehabilitation. I rehabilitated myself, but here it is. I come out here, and I'm still subjected to the same thing that I was subjected to before, and it don't change. I can't get a job, not a regular job. If let's say I get a drug counselor job, every 3 years to 5 years, you're still gonna ask for my fingerprints, run me through the system and everything else to see if I committed another crime. But let's say somebody that don't have a felony, you're not gonna do that to him.
And that's exactly one of the reasons why I started that petition. You know what I'm saying? I started a petition to seal the drug conviction from the views of employers when they do background checks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel that if you did your time and you gave them the substantial amount of time that they requested, meaning that you went 10 years or 15 years without committing another crime, then it should be erased like you say that it's supposed to be. But it's not. And that's a fact, it's not. And it's still held against you. It's still accounted for. And it's like, what do you do? You can't do nothing. I'm going to give you a prime example. I came home. I wanted to go to the military after doing all that time. Here it is. Yes, my country put me in jail for all those years. But here it is. I still want to come home and serve my country. Why? Because I live in this country here. Do you understand? And even though, yes, they have done the things that they have done to me, I still think that I deserve to defend the place where I live at, where my family lives at. You understand? Where people that don't judge me lives at. You understand? I want to make it a better world for them too. But here it is. I can't do that because I'm still being subjected to the same thing that I did years ago. And I haven't did it again. I haven't did it again. But they're not giving me a chance neither.
And that just go to show the difficulties that we have when we try to reintegrate to a society that we don't want to get in trouble again. You know what I'm saying? We want to do a legit lifestyle, but yeah, we got all these barriers, you know what I'm saying, the barricades to hold us back. You know what I'm saying? We got the people saying, yo, you'll never change. We got the people standing in front of us and say, yo, you know what? You was convicted of a felony before, so guess what? You can't get this job. You know what I'm saying? You got the people saying, yo, you was convicted of a felony before, guess what? You can't travel to this country. You know what I'm saying? You can't get on a plane trip and go to, let's say, Dominican Republic. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a felony. You can't get a passport. Yo, you can't, certain people, they can't get driver's license just so they could drive their car. You know what I'm saying? You can't even own a car. You know what I'm saying? Only because you was convicted before of a felony. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these things make no sense, right? To do these things, but yet, on another note, society is always screaming and crying about how ex-convicts can't, they can't be a productive part of society. You know what I'm saying? But yet, we got all these barriers to go against, and we actually over here bulldozing it back into society. You know what I'm saying? To stay free of trouble, to own our own business. You know what I'm saying? To have our own radio show, to have our own clothing line, to do, you know what I'm saying? To get a construction job, to get any other kind of job that we want. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely relate to what you was talking about because I'm a certified paralegal. I came home from jail and I told lawyers, I'm willing to work for you for free for 6 months. Just so I could show you what I got for you. And then after that, we can negotiate a salary. And they still didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I couldn't even give myself away to them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's all of these things that make it so difficult for people to come home and get back into society successfully, into the workforce. You know what I'm saying? Because the honesty of the thing is that you put all these barriers. Guess what? A normal individual is going to go back to what he knows best. He's going to commit crime. That's why the recidivism rate is so high. You know what I'm saying? But you know, these are the things that we go through, and every day we face this challenge.
But it's not to say that's
the picture to
excuse me. It's not to justify that situation, you know, and say that, you know, because we committed crimes and because you're not giving us a chance, and this is the reason why we're going out to commit crimes again. No, that's not a justification, and no, that's not right. You understand? And I'm saying that from, you know, from my perspective, and I'm not committing crimes, and I haven't continued to commit crimes, even though you have made life hard for me. I'm still out here struggling and fighting to live a productive life, regardless of the stigmatization they put on me.
Yo, with that being said, we're about to sign off, right? But before, like I do in every show, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let them know. Listen, don't ever be silent. You can talk back right here on Backtalk with Cripple3030. Shout out to everybody that showed up. You know what I'm saying? Before you actually turn off the camera and go back to that video, because I love to see myself. What? You ain't got the video. You deleted the video? Don't delete the video. Yeah, you're gonna play it again. I still got 7 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna come back on, you're just gonna play it. You know what I'm saying? But before you do, I wanna show you my shirt, right? My wife left me up here alone, so I'm gonna show you mine. But now you can transfer over to the video and play that for the last minute.
Thank you, people.
Yeah. You know we had to do the remix, right? Just couldn't be any remix. Yeah.
Romo, planta, yo ando con el stripper de Atlanta. Con ella me gasto la plata, entre totos y tetas y tata. ¿Quién eres tú pa' juzgarme, nigga? No me hagas ir a buscarte, nigga. Hay chavos para ir a toparte, nigga. Bastante para ir a tocarte. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchulen. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bullets. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchulen. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bullets. Yo fui y le cambié el estilo, hice lo que quería hacer. Hoy lo mismo le digo a ustedes, hagan lo que quieran hacer, que nosotros estamos ready. Aquí también hay chavos y poder. Si quieren problemas en la calle los podemos resolver. Yo no tengo que hablar en silencio, como siempre me prefiero mover. De que valen palabras al momento que pase lo que deba suceder. Le sacamos la flema, ese no es mi problema si no logran entender que cuando yo digo nos rankeamos, eso quiere decir que nos fuimos a otro nivel. Romo, planta, yo ando con el stripper de Atlanta. Con ella me gasto la plata, entre totos y tetas y tata. ¿Quién eres tú pa' juzgarme, nigga? No me hagas ir a buscarte, nigga. Hay chavos para ir a toparte, nigga. Bastante para ir a tocarte. Mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchulen. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bullets. No, mis gatas vienen de los sures, que te gusten pero no te enchulen. Mis matones andan con las fules, no te atrevas a joder con los bullets. No, la loba que como Shakira de noche se pone rabiosa. Viste moquinos y Balenciaga es muy orgullosa. Tiene un combo de bandidas, se juntan y son peligrosas. Shit, tu gata es preciosa, las mías son malas y bullosas. Maravillosa, solo fuma de la color rosa. No la confunda con Chapi solamente porque ella sea caprichosa. Si estamos en el club es tequila dado por un patrón en la roca. Si alguien la provoca, ella entra en acción con la yen en la boca. Yo con la corta en la bota, ella con el 22 del brasier. Todo tranquilo, si pasa un problema no tengo que hablar, ella sabe qué hacer. Todo está en calma, se sabe mover. Ella va toda sin retroceder. Todo está bien si le toca correr. Ella me tira el cel, la pasó a recoger. Nos fuimos pa' nunca volver. Nosotros no dejamos testigos que puedan reconocer. Y como les digo, si todavía tú no logras entender que cuando yo digo nos rankeamos, eso quiere decir que subimos nivel. Yeah. romo, planta. Yo ando con stripper de Atlanta. Con ella me gasto la plata. Entre totos y tetas y tata. ¿Quién eres tú pa' juzgarme, nigga? No me hagas ir a buscarte, nigga. Hay chavos para ir a toparte, nigga. Bastante para ir a tocarte. Mis gatas vienen de los sures. Que te gusten pero no te enchules. Mis matones andan con las fules. No te atrevas a joder con los bullets. No, mis gatas vienen de los sures. Que te gusten pero no te enchules. Mis matones andan con las fules. No te atrevas a joder con los bullets. No.